rereading. Use active recall instead. If you read the same page 5 times and still forget it, try this. Close the book, put your note away, and ask yourself, what do I actually remember? It sounds simple, but this small change can completely transform the way you study. Many students spend hours rereading note because it feels productive. You look at the information again and again, and eventually it starts to feel familiar. But here's the problem. Familiarity is not the same as the memory. You may recognize the answer when you see it, but it doesn't mean you can remember what you needed. That's where core come in. What is the recall? To recalls mean trying to remember information without looking at the answer. Instead of the reading, the capital of France is Paris. Over and over again, close your note and ask, what is the capital of France? Then try to answer, Paris. The small moment of the searching your memory is at the recall. You are not just putting information in your brain. You are asking your brain to pull the information back out. And then, what is important difference? See about your memory lie apart through the forest. The first time you learn something, the part is small and difficult to follow. Every time you actively recall the information, you walk along the part again. The parts become clearer. The easier it's become to find that information later. Why recall rereading feels so effective? Here's something interesting. Rereadings can make you feel like you're learning because the information becomes familiar. You read a paragraph, then you read it again. The second time, it feels easier. You think, I know this, but ask yourself to explain the paragraph without looking. Suddenly, you realize, what, I don't actually remember it. What happened? This uptrend because your brain is recognizing the information rather than retry it. For example, imagine to study vocabulary. You see, essential, extremely important, or necessary. You need to read it in 10 times and you recognize what the word every time. But tomorrow someone asks, what does essential mean? You might struggle. Now try a dirical. Look at the word essential. High the definition. Are you sure? What does essential mean? Try to answer. If you correct, that process is much more active. The third is the simple active recall method. So how can you actually use active recall? Here's simple 4-step method. Step 1, study a small amount. Don't try to memorize an entire table at once. Read the session, watch one short lesson, learn 5 vocabulary words, and stand one concept. Keep it small. And step 2, close everything. Now, close your book and put your phone away. Don't look at your note. This is important part. Step 3, ask yourself a question. Ask a question about that you are learned. For example, what are the 3 main ideas? Why does this happen? What is the definition? Can I explain this in my own word? Then answer from memory. And step 4, check your answer. Open your note again. Compare your answer with the original information. What did you remember correctly? What did you forget? And what did you misunderstand? Focus on the part way. that you couldn't remember, then arrest yourself again later. That's it recall. Letter 4. You can use it for almost anything. The best thing about Etsy Recall is that you can use it for almost anything. Learning English. Don't just read vocabulary. Cover the definition and try to remember it. Don't just listen to the English. Put the video and explain what the speaker said. Learning science. Don't just read the textbooks. Close the explained and concept, argued teachings, friends. Learning history. Don't repeatedly read that an event at yourself. What's happened? What did it happen? What happens in it? And why was it important? Learning a new skill and try to inform the skill without looking to instruction, and checked what you are wrong. And the principle is always the same. Don't just look the information. Try to retry it. Letter 5. Look at it trick. Here's the other powerful form of the active recall. Pretend you're teaching someone else. After studying something, imagine a friend asks, "Can you explain this to me?" How now explain it using a simple word. Don't look at your note, and you can't explain it clearly, and you probably understand it. If you get stuck, there's a useful information, and it shows you exactly what you need to study to get. You don't need to be a teacher. You can't even explain the idea to yourself. Stand up and say, "Okay, here's what I learned," and explain it out loudly. And this letter says, don't be afraid of getting answer wrong. One reason people avoid at a recall and it feel uncomfortable when you read everything look you familiar, what you test yourself. Suddenly you discover what you don't know. You might think it's bits, but that's not. It's meant to get you the answer wrongs you're in the part is actually doable. It tells you this is the part I need to work on. Think of the particular test Myra, and it shows you where you are. You can't take a Myra because you want to feel good. You use it because you want to see the really there and record the word and lyric the same ways. And let us survey. Try this today. Here's a challenge you try today. Choose the something that we're currently learning. Study it for the 10 minute. Then close your note. Set a timer for the 2 minute. Write down everything that you can remember. No checking and just remember. After 2 minutes, opening your note, then so-called the thing that you work out. Now you exactly what you need to review tomorrow to test yourself again, and you'll probably be surprised by how much you are remember. So remember that rereading make information look familiar, and to recall make you brained retry it, and retrieval is what you need to when to actually want to remember something. So next time you find yourself read the same page and fifth time and stop and close the book, ask yourself, what do you remember? And to explain it, tell yourself and find the gap and then study those gaps, because the study isn't about the same information again and again. A real learning begins when you try to remember what you saw. Don't just reread. Retry and test read and remember. And start doing active recall today. Thank you.